गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। लास्ट टर्न पे अपन ने स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ सिग्मा हाइड्रोकार्बन मेटल्स के साथ इनकी स्टेबिलिटी देखी थी या इनकी स्टेबिलिटी डिस्कस करी थी। इसका क्या मतलब है? इसका मतलब ये है कि जब मेटल एटम सिग्मा बॉन्ड से हाइड्रोकार्बन के साथ जुड़ा हुआ हो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज मेटल सिग्मा हाइड्रोकार्बाइल्स। हाइड्रोकार्बाइल्स का मतलब हाइड्रोकार्बन कोई भी ग्रुप हो, इथाइल मिथाइल एक्सेट्रा जो भी ग्रुप है, अगर ये मेटल एटम के साथ सिग्मा बॉन्ड से जुड़ा हुआ है, दैट मीन्स सिंगल बॉन्ड, तो उसे अपन कहते हैं मेटल सिग्मा हाइड्रोकार्बाइल्स। तो ये अपने पास दो प्रकार के अपन ने पिछली बार डिस्कस किए थे। एक तो मेन ग्रुप मेटल सिग्मा हाइड्रोकार्बाइल्स और दूसरा जो था ट्रांजिशन मेटल सिग्मा हाइड्रोकार्बाइल्स। अब ये अपन ने ये भी डिस्कस किया था कि जो ट्रांजिशन मेटल सिग्मा हाइड्रोकार्बाइल्स हैं वो काइनेटिक ओरिजिन से इनस्टेबल होते हैं और इसलिए दे आर मोर लेबाइल ड्यू टू द coordination unsaturation of the transition metals, and because of this coordinative unsaturation they are more reactive and they decompose very easily. So now what are the decomposition pathways of these sigma hydrocarbyls metal complexes that we have to study? So basically when we study about their decomposition, we find that there are three methods by which they decompose. These sigma hydrocarbyls, metal sigma hydrocarbyl, they decomposed by three metals. First method is the migration of a substituent. Generally this substituent is hydrogen from sigma bonded hydrocarbon to the metal atom. Now what happens here? We will discuss this in detail, but what happens here is that we have got a hydrocarbon which is having more than 2 carbon atoms or which has 2 carbon atoms. Okay, the first carbon atom which is bonded to the metal atom, that will be called as alpha. The next carbon atom to this, that is second number carbon atom, that will be called as beta, and next, which is third carbon atom, that will be called as gamma. Now here what happens is, from alpha, beta or gamma, hydrogen atom, especially a hydrogen atom, that is the substituents which we are calling, that is hydrogen atom, that gets transferred to the metal atom. And when the hydrogen atom gets transferred to the metal atom, the metal hydride MnH bond is formed, and this metal hydride is generally removed, or it gets formed in the form of a product and it gets removed. So this method is called as migration of a substituent from the sigma bonded hydrocarbon to the metal atom. The second one is called as intermolecular reductive elimination. Here we have got a term reductive elimination. Reductive means reduction, elimination means removal. So from the metal atom, the groups which are joined to the metal atoms, they are removed from the metal atom as the product. So the coordination number as well as the oxidation number of the metal decreases. So this is called as intermolecular reductive elimination. And lastly, which I have mentioned here, that is called as homolytic fission. Homolytic fission of metal and carbon bond. What do you mean by homolytic fission? Homolytic fission means from the middle the bond is broken, and so we get radicals. We find here some radicals are formed. These radicals then proceed for the reaction and new products are formed with the help of these radicals. That is called as homolytic fission. Now we will discuss all these in detail. The first one which I had mentioned is migration of a substituent from sigma bonded hydrocarbon to the metal. Just before I discussed that there may be 2-3 carbon atoms which are joined to the metal atom. That is, we have got a hydrocarbon which has got more than one carbon atom in it, just like ethyl, propyl, butyl, etc. Now the carbon atom which is first one, that is called alpha, which is bonded to the metal atom. The second is beta and the third one is gamma. The most common elimination or migration reactions are those of beta hydrogen elimination reactions. After that we find some examples of alpha elimination and very few examples of the gamma elimination. Now beta elimination reaction or hydride transfer, in this type of migration alkene is formed and it is eliminated as a product, and along with that a metal hydride is also formed. Now what is the basic method, or we can say what is the pathway? Now here you can find that I have taken a hydrocarbon which is attached to the metal atom C1 and C2. Now the hydrogen of the C2 is going to be bonded to the metal atom in the second, which is that is called as an intermediate. An intermediate hydrido-alkene complex is formed where the metal is showing the bond with that of the C2 hydrogen atom, that is beta hydrogen atom of an hydrocarbon. Now when this takes place, or when this reaction takes place, this M and H now bond, they will form a bond between M and H, and metal hydride is formed as a product, plus remaining alkene molecule is also formed as a product. So this is called as beta elimination reaction, and in beta elimination reaction we get unsaturated molecule and metal hydride is removed. Now this hydrogen which is removed from the hydrocarbon is from the beta carbon atom, that is from the beta carbon atom. So this is the most common pathway through which the metal hydride, or we can say the substituent from beta carbon atom, is eliminated from the molecule. The second common one is alpha elimination. This is not so much common in case of the transition metals, but it is more common in case of the main group sigma hydrocarbyls. In these cases, hydrogen of the alpha carbon atom, that is the carbon which is attached to the metal atom, is transferred to the metal, and here a carbene is formed. This carbene can be removed from the molecule, from the complex. It can be removed from the complex as a product, or this carbene can be attached with that of the metal atom. Along with this, a hydrocarbon, saturated hydrocarbon, is also formed. So this type of elimination is more common in case of the main group sigma hydrocarbons. With transition elements, there are very few examples of sigma elimination pathway, alpha elimination pathways. There are very few examples. However, I have cited here one example of tungsten WMe6. Here we find that 3 molecules of methane and WCH2 whole thrice, that is carbene molecule, is formed. Now this molecule CH2 group is still attached with the metal atom with the formation of the methane or a saturated hydrocarbon in it. How does this take place? The mechanism through which this takes place is that, let's suppose this is the metal atom and it is attached to the 3 methyl group, CH3, CH3, CH3 and CH3. 4 methyl groups it is attached. Now one of the methyl group will get split into two parts, that is CH2 and H. Totally it is CH3 only. Now this hydrogen atom, this CH2 which is alpha, this CH3 group, that is also alpha. Now this CH2 is bonded to the metal atom and a transition state is formed in this form. And finally this metal will get bonded to the CH2 and CH4 or saturated molecule plus MCH2 is formed in alpha elimination. So this is the key pathway for the synthesis of alkylidene complexes. For the alkylidene complexes, that means which is having double bond, the metal which is bonded with double bond to the hydrocarbon, M double bond CH2. Apart from this, in case of the alpha hydrogen elimination only, a new type of alpha elimination is recognized, and that is called as agostic hydrogens. Agostic hydrogens are those hydrogens which are simultaneously or covalently bonded to a carbon atom and a transition metal atom. Now what is going to happen? This hydrogen atom which is bonded to transition metal as well as to the carbon atom of the hydrocarbon, it will form an intermediate with a bond by bonding with both of them, and then finally it will be transferred or it will form bonds with the metal atom. Now here we have shown an example, transition metal osmium. You can see here the bridge hydrogen atom is also present. Osmium CO whole 4, and here both the side it is CO whole thrice. Below C1 which I have mentioned, that is CH3 actually, which is attached to the one of the osmium atom. Now what happens? This CH3, it again gets bifurcated into two forms, that is CH2 and H. This H is now, which with the dotted line which I have shown, is bonded to the other osmium molecule atom. So this hydrogen atom is now called as agnostic hydrogen atom, because simultaneously it is bonded to the carbon also, CH2, and it is also bonded with that of the other osmium molecule atom. Now this hydrogen atom, finally what will happen, that this CH2 will be bonded with the help of the covalent bond, it will get bonded to the other osmium molecule atom, and it will get bonded to the other osmium atom, and when it gets bonded to the osmium atom, it also forms a bridge, that is, it will become a bridged atom. Here the hydrogen which was agnostic, now it gets transferred to the upper side, and both osmium atoms, two of the osmium atom, are bonded to this hydrogen atom. So in this way, transfer of the hydrogen from alpha carbon atom to the other metal atom takes place in case of agnostic type of the example. Now the second part is intermolecular reductive elimination. As I had earlier stated, that reductive elimination is just the opposite of oxidative addition. That means here the molecule, the metal atom has got two groups, and these two groups are attached to the metal atoms, and these two groups are going to be removed from the metal atom so that its oxidation number as well as its coordination number is get reduced by 2 units, and a molecule XY is given out, or it is formed in the form of reduction, in the form of a product. So some examples, see here we have given in general example LNM XY, and here X and Y will form the bond and it will be removed as product. LNM will be formed metal and ligand, which is hydrocarbon. Now here we find that the oxidation state and coordination state, both of these are reduced by 2 units. Some example which I have stated here is that of the platinum hydride complex PTHR PPH3 whole twice, and this will be removed, R and H will be given out, and PT PPH3 whole twice will be formed. So a molecule R and H, this both molecule they will combine, and hydride is given out, or this is an hydrocarbon which will form, saturated hydrocarbon is removed in these cases. Now this organometallic hydrides, generally what happens here is that organometallic hydrides, they decompose by this route, and such reactions are very important in catalytic hydrogenation processes where the hydrogen is removed here. In many catalytic reduction elimination is followed by oxidation addition, because the reductive product which is formed, that is not very stable. As in the case of gold, this is the gold molecule or complex, which is AuCH3 SiMe3 PPH3 plus MEI, methyl iodide. Now methyl and iodide, both of them are going to be added with this complex. So what happens here now? The oxidation number and coordination number of gold increases by 2. So this is called as oxidative addition reaction. Now what molecule is formed? AuI, Me, PPH3 and SiMe3 PPH3. This molecule is formed. Finally, what happens now? Reductive elimination takes place and AuI PPH3 is given out, and this methyl which was bonded, which I have shown by the red line, which was bonded to the gold, that gets transferred to that of the CH2, and we get the product SiEt, that is ethyl Me3. So this type of reaction, here the second example also I have cited, which you can go through. The last method is that of the homolytic fission. The homolytic fission of metal and carbon bond. When we talk about homolytic fission, that means what? The bond is broken from middle, and the electrons which are shared between the metal and the carbon atom, they get separated one each electron with one each electron. The metal will have one electron, carbon will have, or the hydrocarbon will have one electron. So what happens here? Generally the radicals are formed. When we find the radicals are formed, here just example I have taken HgR2. Hg radical plus 2R radical is formed. Now these examples or homolytic fission generally takes place are a common pathway of decomposition for main group alkynes, and it is rarely seen in transition metal alkynes. So however, one example of mercury has been stated, but very few examples of the transition metal alkyls are obtained. Mostly main group sigma hydrocarbons show homolytic fission. Transition metals have different pathways, other pathways, just like beta elimination or any other elimination reactions through which they can undergo the decomposition. And when they undergo this decomposition, sigma hydrocarbons of transition metals, they show, that is, they undergo the decomposition through the pathway where the activation energy is less. So they follow those pathways instead of the homolytic fission pathway.